Back to the Denver Radio Real Estate Show. I'm so glad you could join us today. My very special guest is George Hart with Show Homes Denver. George, welcome to the show again.
Thanks, Cheryl.
You know, George, this is a show all about residential real estate where we actually give people information, ideas that they can hold on to. Give us a call if you guys have got questions. If you're thinking about buying a home, selling a home, or investing in a property, we are at 720-373-0654. And, you know, you can always reach us, George and myself, at denverrealty.com. And to get George's particular contact information, just go to denverrealty.com, click on the Denver Radio tab, and you'll see our show guest line up there. And you know what else? If you have missed part of the broadcast here today or any other broadcast there, you can always go ahead and replay those broadcasts again at denverrealty.com. You know, George, we were talking a little bit about getting homes ready for the market here before, and we were talking about new homes and as well as resale homes there in my little statistical analysis there. But let's say that we have a realtor who's got an owner-occupied property, which frequently we do, you know that,
right,
and it needs some work to make it more showable. What help can you do with something like that beyond staging? That would be a really important thing.
Well, the first thing you have to do is look at what can I do to the house that gets me the greatest value return on my investment.
Absolutely.
Right? So, from the front door to paint to carpet, but what you really want to do is you want to have the new buyer walk in the door and feel new.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And, a lot of us, we've painted our houses, we love our interior paint colors. They don't work with those buyers. You got to go to more neutral colors. We love our carpet, but maybe we need a new carpet, and should we give an allowance? And the allowance thing, you just really need to cut right to the let's make it look good for the
Oh, you could not have been more correct on that. We do sometimes we'll work with sellers all the time, and we'll say, okay, well, this carpet's dated or that's dated or something needs to be refreshed here. Carpet's a big one, really.
Yeah, right.
And we'll say, oh, well, what about if we just give a carpet allowance? The problem with that idea really is it's good economically and for convenience, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that is it's visual.
That's right.
And they can't, I don't know, there are very few people that can really visualize what it could be and figure it out.
But see, that's why you need to call in professionals. I know people, they don't want to spend money in the process of their sale, right? They're trying not to spend new money.
But they also don't want to lose money.
That's right. They don't want to do a price reduction.
Right.
And so you have to bring in professionals. And here's the thing about carpet. Carpet's a great example. You tell an owner, okay, look, we need to update your carpet. And what they want to do is put in carpet they want to live with. And it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we're doing. We want to put in quality carpet that makes the house look good, present well, at low cost. When the new buyer comes in, 3 or 4 years, they want to change the carpet, they can change the carpet.
It's interesting you said that about the carpet, because I run into that all the time where I'll show houses, gosh, all the time I show them, and I'll go in there, oh, yeah, great, we got new carpet and a cruddy pad.
Yeah, right.
And I'm going, you know what, I got to tell you guys, it's better to go the other way around. Get a better pad and a lesser grade carpet, because it's the pad that makes all the difference. But also, on the flip side, don't go to such like a really high-end, thick, cushiony pad that feels like a trampoline.
That's right.
But you don't want bare bone rock bottom, because you know what happens in that bare bone rock bottom? I will tell you what happens. Oh, you say that it's brand new because you're the seller and you just put it in, and the buyer says it's crud, it's got to all be ripped out and replaced, so whatever money you put into it, it doesn't mean a thing.
That's exactly right.
Exactly
right. Once again, that's why you need to call in professionals to help you with that, so they know, because we know.
Yeah.
We could put carpet in a house for a couple bucks a square foot with a nice pad.
Yes.
You just have to know where to source it and how to do it and what makes the house look its best. Sometimes you want to take out a carpet and put in wood flooring.
Yeah.
Or a laminate. Things that make the house compete with a new, modern-looking home.
Oh, and that's another good point, the laminate, okay? I know it's less expensive, okay? But it's made to look like wood flooring.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the price range of the home and the rooms we are talking about, sometimes it's a good idea, and a lot of times it's not.
Right.
It just really does depend. If it's a rental property, laminate, I love it. You know,
Right.
if it's a $300,000 home or something like that, I'm not so sure that I think that that belongs in the living room.
That's right.
Yeah.
Although I would tell you, we just did a house.
Yeah.
Did a makeover for somebody, and we put in tile that looks like wood.
Tile that looks like
Tile
wood?
that looks like wood. It is spectacular. High durability level. Feels, it doesn't feel hard like tile. I mean, it
Yeah.
has a little different feel to it, but it looks like a wood floor. And no one knows it. Significantly less than doing cost-wise of doing
Well, I
wood,
think they've
and
come
much
up with
better
some
than
different
laminate.
flooring products there.
They have.
But you need somebody, you need somebody who doesn't just sell that stuff, but somebody who can actually tell you what the different choices and the options are, with respect to that.
That's right, and how it presents your home.
Yes.
That's the key issue: is how does it present your home when a new buyer walks in the door and they feel like, oh, I not only love this, it's new enough where it's something I hadn't seen before.
That's right.
And,
And,
it
of
draws
course,
them into the house.
you dress it up even more professionally with area rugs that are
Right.
complementary to the main flooring piece in the first place there. Now, we were talking about new homes, and how what people think about it buying new homes, but did you know that only 20% of the 46% that said they would choose a new home over a resale were willing to foot the bill for it, meaning it costs about another 20% on top of that just to buy it.
Yep. Well,
know.
you buy a new home. One of the things you have to think about is landscape. When you have a pre-existing home, you've got a developed neighborhood with developed landscape. Now, your landscape has to be presentable.
Yes.
Right? First thing people see when they come to your house: landscape and front door.
But it's cheaper to work with an already existing bit
It
of
is.
landscape, generally speaking, than it is to start from scratch. I mean, all you got to do to go figure that out is price out sod.
That's right.
That's a pretty expensive deal. So, makeovers, do you guys do that? Do you do some kind of come in and give some makeovers
We
and
do.
suggestions?
We do. What we'll do is we'll go into an owner-occupied property, look at what needs paint, doorknobs, electrical plates, all those little amenity items, and then what do they have for their furniture, and how do we make both complement the house?
Wow.
So
And let's just really quickly talk about the present cost to the value, get on the return on the investment.
Mm-hmm.
How should they look at that?
well, that's one of the things we advise them on, right? I mean, actually, front door is something we talk to people about all the time. But, carpet and paint are probably your two best investments to give the house the best presentation. Then we move on to kitchens and bathrooms, and there's all kinds of things you can do there. You can make over the cabinetry without replacing it.
Oh, I know all about that because I'm doing that in my house right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, you guys stay tuned for more from the Denver Radio Real Estate Show. George and I have got more to share with you. Get your pen and paper ready because I have got some homes I want to tell you about on Property Showcase if you're looking to make a move. We'll be right back.